Hello, I am here from Amazing Bionicle with a look at a Bionicle set from summer 2009. This set is the Cendox V-1. It came with 191 pieces and sold for about $20 US. So the majority of the pieces in this set go into this large silver, yellow, and black snowmobile. Appears to be a jet-powered vehicle of sorts. I am not aware that it ever appeared much in the storyline. We have here what appears to be air intakes, a repurposed jetpack piece, oddly enough. Hosing here, I really like this hose piece, how it was integrated like that. You can't really see it. You can't really see it too well there on camera. It's one long piece wrapped around and hooking there into the base of these pieces. Here at the back you have what appears to be jet engines, maybe? Not sure about this. Silver piece here for the seat. It actually looks really good. Here at the front of the vehicle we have these two massive black sword blade pieces to serve as the snowmobile's skids. These really serve the purpose pretty well. There's a whole lot of articulation here, so to start off you can turn the steering wheel handles. Steering handles? What's the term for snowmobiles? Let me know down in the comments, because I really don't know. And you have a point here. It can go back a good ways at this point here. It cannot go forward past this, so it can go up hills, just not terribly steep hills. Then it will rotate again at this point here. It can shake sort of there. It lets it go across all kinds of good terrain. I mean, assuming you want to play with it, drive it over everything in its path. So coming up from those skids, we have a Thornax launcher, this weapon here, for those of you who don't know. Almost every Bionicle set in 2009 came with one of these for the Glatorian Arena game. I'll make a separate video about that, what I think of it. It's pretty straightforward. I mean, it's evolved into the Hero Factory plasma blasters that were ever so present. So you can pinch it here and usually it will fire the Thornax. The closer you pinch it, the better it fires, so yeah, I should have been doing that. So that fired pretty well. Let me do that again for you. It's better on camera. So that worked really well if you knew how to fire them correctly. Unfortunately, the Thornax balls were really, really easy to lose. So now at the back I have what I feel is probably the highlight of the set for some of you, is this tread. It's made up of many small individual pieces here, many small links. Very flexible, if it weren't on the vehicle, of course. And yes, it can flow freely. Not really on the table. It's doing it better now. On a carpeted surface, it works very, very well. As you can see, yeah, it can go fast. I mean, why couldn't it? Also, here at the back, we have silver, lots of silver stuff, like this Baraki armor piece, this Anika thigh piece, jet engine pieces, little wings here. I really like this yellow piece. The only other place I think you could actually get this piece was the Kina set, where it first appeared in dark blue. And it just looks much, much better in yellow than it did in dark blue, I think. So it's good to get it here. Got little clips here for your pilot's ankles. And just now looking at the bottom of the vehicle, there's really not a ton to the bottom of the vehicle. It's pretty under-armored. I mean, most of the time you're not going to have the vehicle on its side or upside down, so why bother? They did put this piece here. You can sort of move it just a little tiny bit, which you can't really see from the top. I think it's good that this piece was here. I like it. And you can sort of see it when it's upright. Speaking of that pilot, here he is, the Volcanus Agori Crotius. At least I think that is how it is pronounced. I honestly am not certain. Again, as far as I know, he never appeared in the storyline either, but as a storyline aside, I feel like he's a bit of a weak Bionicle figure. I mean, just the one solid dark red color for everything but his head and his life meter for the Glatorian Battle Arena game. These feet are small. It's a bit hard to get him to balance on these feet. These limbs have no articulation. Like, this is just one solid piece. There's no articulation. I don't really like it. You can get a good range of motion at the thigh and at the ankle, or in his arm's case, the shoulder and the wrist. But there's just not a lot you can really do with him. I do like the headpiece in Translight Blue and this helmet piece. It actually doubles. You can turn it around and have a different helmet, but it's how it's supposed to be. Is this way. It looks better this way. I've tried it the other way. Just a quick look at the life counter. Not really much to it. I mean, you turn it for different health settings, but that's for a different video. So, yeah, not a lot to him. And for getting a figure onto the vehicle, just in case some of you are curious, we recommend that you take this small hole here and just clip it onto that stud, like so. Do that on the other side, too. And then you have his hands grab the handlebars, and it's just as simple as that. That's all it takes to get him onto the vehicle. So just to wrap this set up, I think that its pros include a good design, a good build, maybe those are the same. Very good color scheme. The yellow is definitely very good for this vehicle. You get a figure and a vehicle. It was relatively cheap as far as vehicle sets went for 2009. Most of them were very expensive. The cons of the set include a very weak pilot figure, and this Thornax launcher, I forgot to mention earlier, is very flimsy. The only way you can actually get it to pose in any manner is if you pinch it very tightly against this yellow bar piece. So, my overall thoughts are that this is a very good set to have, but those are just my thoughts and opinions. Please let me know yours down in the comments below, and I hope to review for you again soon.